What? Oh, blend in. I was wondering what that was. Why can't I talk? What? Oh, jeez.
Is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon
That guy that was just here working
Will
just
you join us,
vanished.
Abel? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Sure. It's also so weird looking over at
I'm
OBS and
curious
seeing
to see this
4x3.
Shire for myself.
And I'm so
I'll
squished.
follow.
Oh.
When will the vote begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man.
Amazing camera work.
It now forces
Let's just have a
you
few
to
frames
break
at one
this
camera shot,
impasse.
then immediately change out.
Me? By whose order?
Wait, I wasn't paying
You've earned
attention.
the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
New Elderman's life will be in danger.
Elfgard and Hunwald were attacked recently, and your bishop remains fearful. It's clear someone wants
Maybe I
this
should have
stuff.
saved before this.
They tried, yes, but they did not succeed. Praise be to God.
I kept them safe, not your god.
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
How about I guide my own vote and you mind your own business? Let me go ahead and save here. I have the sound effects off during cutscenes here. I press a button, they're back on again. Sometimes I forget to toggle them. Here, let me do a save right before I vote, just in case of a bit of craziness. Speaking with the council may help your decision, so I get to decide then.
Have I heard aright that you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord.
That scroll is not
Your
remotely
advice
on the
for
table.
Lord Hundbeor was a bold
But that's to be
and
expected because
honest
it's a
man,
Ubisoft game.
if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities.
You fool!
Yeah, there you go, sound
Hunwald
effects.
is my man.
Hunwald is your man, okay.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man.
So we're going to vote across 3 possible options. Benedict, bring forth the scales of conviction. It's a phenomenal sound bit.
Ferocious swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this shire.
Yeah, so
more
there's
to
some
good
new sound
leadership
effects
than
added
marriage.
as of...
You must be strong.
Pretty sure I added them
stern,
right
and
before
willing
the
to take risks.
24-hour cherry
Of course,
stream this
of
past
course.
weekend.
Strength and wisdom.
There's a few new ones in the mix.
and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear.
Hi, dude. Why were you acting
evening,
sketchy
Elsa.
sketches before?
Eivor,
Wait,
I hope it's not
Camera.
untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good.
ah,
But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord.
what have we here? A note I can read? The game implies that I can at least, but it doesn't let me.
Grim,
Hi.
good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
Now I can read. Shire Mood Invitation. This letter confirms the death of Elderman Hundbeort, who passed with dignity and grace and whose soul now rests in the loving hands of our Heavenly Father. Council requests your presence at the forthcoming Shire Moot as we elect a new Elderman of Lincoln. Bishop Herefith, Thane Elfgar, and Hunwald, son of Hundbeort, have been selected as candidates. Punctuality must be observed. Those who arrive late will not be allowed to cast their vote. Well, I basically just chat to the people that are actually being voted on. The king's representative that's just like, yeah, I'm here representing the king. He that says he's voting for the bishop, my god. And one random guy that's like, I'm voting for the kiddo.
Bishop, Eivor,
So, I mean,
I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop.
What exactly does that mean then? In your opinion, if I
Well,
vote for
then,
you, is it
I thank
God
you
guiding my hand?
for
If
what
I
is
vote for
worth.
someone else, then it's not
God
God
go
guiding
with
my
you.
hand? Is that the way it'd be in your worldview? Just wondering. Here. Because when someone clearly wants you to vote for them and they say something like, I hope it's God that guides your hand, what exactly do they suppose that means? So, interact here, and then it'll let me choose one, I presume.
3 men, 3 possible futures.
I assume it probably doesn't really matter.
Which
But
of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All 3 have strengths and weaknesses.
oh, I can consider each. Yeah, that's probably what I imagine he would think here. And I would think, considering these guys, he might still be kind of immature and still need room to grow and stuff like that, but he's like best buds with me now, and he would totally come to help me out. He's become a bit cooler with me now. He's less of an asshole, but as with what Mr. Dudo there, Grim, was saying, like, hey, they might be easy to push around, but I don't know if they would necessarily be coming to war and help with a fight if that's what it came down to, and so they might not necessarily be super helpful if that's what it came down to. I know that no matter what I choose, like, the game is still going to be able to end and everything will turn out just fine and all that, so it shouldn't really matter all that much. And him, he seems kind of like a cool, chill guy, but, like, he was acting pretty sketchers and like he was trying to hide something on our hunting trip, and there are some people that are after him as well when he was like, oh yeah, I have all this stuff out in the open because everyone knows and respects me, and then people come and burn it down, and it's like, oh, I don't know about that. I'm a little bit sketched out. So I think realistically, if I was in this situation, this is what I would do.
Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need.
Just like any good democracy, your vote doesn't actually matter. Probably. Hold on, what does he say for them?
Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Considering Herefrith.
The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety. But he is wisest of the 3, and has already proven himself.
My choices would probably be like 1, 2, 3 is I think the order that I would go in.
Hunwald is not the most
Yeah, you said that. Sure, I cast my vote for him.
Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious swan.
I assume my vote will be the one that decides what the actual outcome is. Or else what's the choice? What's the reason of the choice in the video game?
It is decreed by this lawful Shire moot that the Alderman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hunbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
The guy behind him was kind of hyped.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father.
Did God guide my hand?
Standing here, then, well, I will do my best for each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Alderman. As all well know, this Shire moot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results.
I thought there might be something sketchy up with him, but
noble friend, Arthelswith.
So sketchy that he'll just phase through another man.
Has overtaken this Shire. A sickness
Twice.
for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace, what is this?
Oh, damn.
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast! For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Oh, he's one of the dudes of the order. Oh. Hereford's proclamation, the Crozier. He's one of the super big bads. Whoa, civilian casualties will result in desorganization. Easier said than done. What? It is... Well. Yeah, well, about that. Huh. The one that I thought was the sketchiest, though, was, the last dude, the third dude. What? Oh, it puts me back here to redo this as my checkpoint.
It's not for my...
Yeah. If I really want to see the other ones, I can just look it up on YouTube, if I remember. Here. So yeah, Mr. Dudo is evil. Wait, don't I have to take down all the members of the Order to get one of the endings?
All well know.
So what would happen if I elected him? And, why'd this guy die immediately? So, I am curious, if you elected him, don't you need to kill him to beat the game anyway? So now part of me kind of wants to let myself die and try electing him, and I can always reload my save. Does he still do something super evil? I'm pretty sure I need to kill all the members of the Order to get one of the endings, if it works like Odyssey. And I'm pretty sure I Googled it at one point, and it said that you do need to get all the friends to get the one ending, and you do need to kill all the Order members to get another ending. So it works kind of like Odyssey in that sense. So what happens if you elect Mr. Evil Dude? I'm a little curious.
It's not all three.
Here.
Herabred it will be. He knows what it means to lead, and he'll carry on with no trouble.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see here.
Our Lord
Here, we
God,
can skip this
he
part.
has spoken with a ringing voice. The Bishop Herethriv shall be Lincolnshire's Elderman.
Thank you, one and all. God's blessing go with you. Psalm 78, 72.
Is he still gonna bring guards in here and murder a bunch of people?
David shepherded his flock by the integrity of his heart, and guided them by the skill of his hands. So I shall lead with heart and hand as one. God bless you all.
Guess he knows I voted for him.
Go easy on the mead, Lord. It's a long ride to Grimsby.
I'm only sniffing it. I seem to have lost my thirst.
Place it with
This
Swanborough.
city, but these people, it's not where you belong, Humboldt. You're a Dane at heart. Go to Swanborough and live well.
Yes, that's true. Thank you, Eivor.
We'll speak again soon. I have an alliance to secure.
I love Ubisoft games, man.
Eivor, you have gifted me a great honor. One I hope I can repay.
One you must repay, as our tradition demands.
Name your need.
I want your holy word that Lincolnshire will be a friend to the Raven clan through the thickest and darkest of troubles.
Yes, of course. Have no doubt we are friends, you and I, from this moment forward. Only call, and I shall come.
Thank you, Bishop. Take care of your sheep. and shear that one from time to time, for his own good.
Quest completed, and then nothing bad happens. So, is there something that would bring you back around here to, like, kill him eventually? Because he'd be one of the main dudos on the, on this chart. I'm curious. On Lincolnshire. So you report back, and he's a friend and stuff, but he's a member of the evil order that I have to take down for one of the endings. So I am curious. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Do you have to kill the bishop later if you vote for him? Is this going to pull up any relevant information, or is this too, niche here? Google's AI overview. Yes, if you vote for Bishop Herefrith as Ilderman in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you have to kill him later in the story. The AI overview for Google is wrong, like, over half the time, though, so... Oh my god, the lag. So, the Bishop is supposed to be Ilderman following the Shire moot. Do we get a separate quest line where his real identity is revealed and must be killed? Yes, you're told a few arcs later that he's barricaded himself inside one of the forts after turning on his people. It's basically the same assault you have to do regardless, but just later into the game. Funny thing was that when the game released, it had a glitch where you could still very clearly see the Order members' character models, even when they were supposed to be darkened, as you hadn't revealed them yet. So I knew he was the Crozier even before starting the arc. Huh. Okay. So, going and taking him down is just forced to happen later on, but it's a thing that I'd have to do one way or another anyway. Here. Load. Whoa. Man, this game takes a lot of autosaves. I have to scroll down a while before I find my manual save. You hope that the manual save would be, like, at the top, or in its own section, and then the autosaves would be in their own section. Well. Yeah, Mr. Evil Dude. Let's just go ahead and kill him now, how about? Well. I'm thinking that my first choice was the right one. Yep. I want to see if a dude phases through him again. So I don't know if I want to fully skip it. I kind of want to see if some random dude phases through him again.
It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results.
I assume this guy would turn if I,
Our good and noble friend,
if I voted for the other guy as well. So I guess that one random NPC running through him was not exactly a scripted thing. It was just genuinely a random guy existing in the world.
Your Grace.
Still had the ability to move and act as he wanted. That walked right through the dude in the cutscene.
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast! For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
How about no? I briefly had the option to assassinate there. The Crozier. So, yeah, right here. Bishop Herefrith. So he's not one of the super head honchos, but just underneath the super head honchos. I guess it's the same level as this. I already took up this whole line. Find and assassinate the Crozier. Priost Herefrith the Crozier. The Crozier was approached by a member of the Order when he was only a young churchgoer. He found purpose in spreading their message throughout Wessex before reaching the rank of Priost, at which point he returned to his home of Lincolnshire, a lad absent of authority and direction. What is with the physics on the... I love Ubisoft games, man. There he took advantage of a fragile political hierarchy and gained power over the disenfranchised, using them to fulfill the Order's agenda. Continue the story to find the next clue. I have all the clues, and there's quite the breeze going on with him. It looks like. What if I just play dead? And they fight for me. Look, I'm dead. Well, I'm dead. Don't touch me. My allies will be invincible anyway, so who cares? Look, I'm dead. Look, they got it. I'm dead. I wish I could assassinate from this. It'd be so funny. Someone just screamed, God won't let us lose. Look, my buddy's helping out here. Whoa, I'm actually gonna die. These people keep hitting me. I gotta find a better place to die. Whoa, I wanted to go behind the table, but this works too, I guess. I'm dead. This ability is so dumb. I love it. Don't kill me. Look, I'm dead. Alright, bit the dust. How to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla Nightmare Mode optimally. Have the lowest possible chances of taking any damage. Optimal gameplay right here. Remain steadfast. Well. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. You can't go after me. That's against the rules. I'm dead already. No, I'm already dead. Don't even think about it. I'm dead. I'm dead. Don't. No, you're hearing things. I definitely did not speak there. How could a dead man speak after all? That was the wind. Well, look, they got it. They got it. It's fine. I'll get all my adrenaline back here. Optimal gameplay. These guys are trying to break out. These guys aren't even trying to stop them. And the game crashed again. Well. Fuck. Didn't even freeze my computer first. It's just like that. It was gone. Game doesn't like me bashing the microtransactions or playing dead and not engaging with it. I see. It's 1:32 in the morning. I'll do this quest line to completion and then I'll wrap up the night. I usually do a full quest line while I'm streaming this. On another note, like I was saying much earlier in the stream, planning out 4 tournaments for Fragapalooza this year. The free-for-all is always really short. So previous years, we've gone free-for-all, doubles, singles across different days. This year is going to be doubles, then free-for-all, then singles. The reason for that being, the free-for-all is so short, and I wanted to host that Mario Kart tournament. So on the second day of Fragapalooza, the Friday, we're going free-for-all right into the Mario Kart tournament, so that we have enough time for that. We try to do doubles into that, and it'll be a... Well, maybe it'll work, depending on what the stage schedule's looking like, but this is the plan that has been planned out here. To have something that I know is for sure really short, and I can make shorter or longer as needed by setting group sizes as I need them. So we can start Mario Kart right on the scheduled time, as opposed to there being some variants are like, oh, whoops, we can't start Mario Kart at the scheduled time because the doubles hasn't finished yet. So we're doing that. And at Fragapalooza last year, I did one of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLCs. I believe it was Legacy of the First Blade, I think it was called. So this year's Fragapalooza. I'll probably do the first DLC of this game. I think the first DLC of this game is Wrath of the Druids. I'm probably not going to be done with the main game at that point. Probably have some more to go there. I'll have to Google first if it's okay story-wise if you... Oh, it checkpointed me from here at least, instead of the vote. That's nice and different than what it did when I died here before. But I guess if the game crashes while you're here, then it checkpoints you here. Watch it now, put me back to the vote. So, whoa, and there's his axe moving. And then he died. Natural causes. So, I'll have to look up, is this a self-contained story? Does it matter that I haven't finished the main game yet? Because I'd finished the main game of Odyssey at that point, and then I did its DLC there, but that will not be the case with this game. What? Why didn't I actually send him anywhere? But it has indeed checkpointed me here now. I was trying to do the roll counter thing. Look, they actually opened the door successfully. What? Did I just run out? And then he dies too. Why does that happen? So I'll look up if that's fair game. Otherwise, maybe I'll just do a story quest or two there, since a lot of the story quests are pretty self-contained. But I like to do things that are fully self-contained at LAN events where I can. Maybe it just despawns the door when I'm, oops. When I die, is maybe what it does. Did I take out a civilian with that? Set trap. Throw a weapon. Bonk. Sure. They can have fun over there. So that's kind of my plan right now. I'm definitely going to have a lot less time at this Fragapalooza than I have at other ones in terms of doing a bunch of single-player stuff. Because for one, 4 tournaments that I'm doing. And for 2, my friend from Germany, Finn, is going to be here. And chances are we're probably going to want to do a bunch of multiplayer stuff together. Will most likely be the case. So, probably a whole bunch of practicing the new Mario Kart before the tournament. Since apparently he wants to try his best in that. Get out of here. And, probably play a decent bit of Mario Party. Fragapalooza 2023, we played Mario Party 5, so maybe we'll do some more Mario Party 5, I don't know. Can I throw this back? No, I can't. Oh, what's that projectile reversal thing that I got? How do I do that? It's just now occurring to me. If they're throwing stuff at me... Oh god, I won't even know where that is. Wow. Missile reversal. Pressing LB just before it hits you. So if they throw something at me... I love how that chap just continues to go off. I should read right now. That's a good idea. And down he goes again. So we'll see how much time I have for, like, my actual dedicated playthrough stuff at Frag. But I don't think that I'm gonna have a dedicated game that I do start to finish like I usually like to have at Frag. Last year it was Metroid Prime 2, which I didn't have enough time to finish all of start to finish at Frag. If I do have a dedicated start to finish game, then it'll probably be something that's co-op. It'll most likely be the case. And something a bit on the shorter side. A bit of a shorter game, something that's under 10 hours, most likely. I could see that potentially being the case. That, one of the DLCs of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the tournaments, and multiplayer games, and that's probably going to comprise Fragapalooza this year. Will probably be the case. Get up. There you go. I'm surprised this guy didn't attack me during that time. But yeah, I like to do things that are as self-contained as possible at LAN events so anyone tuning into just the LAN stuff can enjoy the content without having to worry about being caught up on the story. Which I guess, to be fair, that's most of Assassin's Creed Valhalla anyway. Look at this thing I have, the knee. Well, that did like nothing there. So, wow. Mr. Housecarl. Whoops, sorry, friend. Misinput. Well, that's one there. Whoops, sorry, you were in the way of my arrow. Oh, well, he's down. Yikes. Wow, aiming with the controller is so hard. Okay. Then the arm. I was trying to leave my shot a little bit the way I thought his arm would go. I'm running out of arrows here. Health is so low that I may as well just normal kill him. So yeah, that's the plan for Frag. And Frag is just like, what, a month and a couple weeks away now? So a month and a half away.
This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The ultimate seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Alderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.